afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, your Lord and Master, God Emperor of Mankind, off here to our 1 vs 1 own Faymonville Approach. In these, it's Deimos fighting for America, freedom, democracy. The 2nd Armored Division versus in the West, it is Asiamint fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, the 111th Panther Brigade. We got elite troops versus Recon support with triple Tiger bulletins, or one of the Tiger Ace for Asiamint, with ambulance infantry bulletins there for Deimos. Double rifle start out there for Deimos. No sign of Pathfinders initially. We got Grenadiers here for Asiamint. No sign of the MG42, so he might be planning a sniper here early on versus Deimos. We'll have to see how that works out. Anyways, cancel the rifles. Might be planning the Pathfinders after all here early on. There we go. And Sniper Man's going to be, there we go, on the way for Asiamint. I'm not entirely sure if that's the best move versus the Americans. Some players will say it is, but I know this early on it does risk losing ground then in terms of sense, like just map presence for Asiamint early on. So if this doesn't work out, Asiamint's going to be in a really bad place versus Deimos, who's, you know, already chucking out a lot of units, Pathfinders included. So he's going to really have to put that sniper hard to work versus the Americans, otherwise Asiamint's not going to get very far. We got tank traps and barbed wire here for Deimos as he moves northwards there, having secured the fuel for freedom, America and democracy. Pioneer sending out here, likely we see some sandbags here to help defend the point. And there you go, sniper out for Asiamint, the Scharfschütze. This meaning to threaten the northern fuel point, that of course does mean his southern half here is wide open and something that Deimos like to exploit. And there we go, more Pathfinders. Pathfinder spam is very popular, either be it with recon support or airborne. Not everyone does it, of course, but there's certainly plenty of players who are very fond of going heavy on the Pathfinders. We got Grenadiers here backed up with the sniper versus Reasons, doing some heavy damage there. Pioneers laying up sandbags, as predicted. Of course, he's fallen a bit further behind, so he can't be shot at from the house there. More Grenadiers on the way for Asiamint. I do feel like an MG42 is going to be necessary to help keep Deimos' infantry under control. North Reasons almost wiped out with the Grenadiers sniper combos. Second Pathfinder squad moving up here to most likely, I think, sort of cut off Asiamint's move from the northern fuel point. Western, second one there, might move in to try and sort of stall Deimos as he moves northwards. Sniper moving in as well. He's just likely anticipating there what Deimos will be doing, going for the fuel point there. Pathfinder's rifle charging in, this sniper hanging back, there you go, getting in a kill. Pioneers moving out, grabbing the eastern fuel point, but under a lot of pressure. We got a lot of Pathfinders moving in. And we got more Grenadiers here for Asiamint. No sign of the MG42 as of yet, just remaining here with the Grenadiers and the sniper. Pathfinders getting hit, they're getting up behind, hitting cutter points liberally. And sniper there with 4 kills, rather than taking amount of losses. Grenadiers, they're almost done. Almost done there. Pioneers moving up. Grenadiers taking amount of losses. Partly again because the Pathfinders do have that marksman ability where they just execute someone who's wounded, which is one reason they keep getting spammed a lot. And he goes, sniper gets another kill, and is up, reinforcing near the infantry company. Pathfinders trying to get the sniper, if they can bring it down enough in health, they can have a good chance of finishing off the sniper there. But there you go, in the end, ends up falling off here, as the fighting is not continuing onwards quite well there for Deimos, and at that point he's just going to end up wasting manpower. Still, he did some damage, he did push Asiamint back, and he's more importantly sort of gained a decent chance down the map, but ain't enough to not grab the southern fuel point at the same time, or grab back the northern one, so perhaps not quite as efficient as you'd like it to be. We got the lieutenant there, sort of moving out here for Deimos, following up here with the platoon command post mechanization upgrade to add in the Stuart light tank most likely here versus Asiamint, though he could also be going for the M20 to sort of trying to swiftly hard count it. Take it there for Asiamint, so just triple Grenadiers sniper opening here. Not your average Wehrmacht opening, that's for sure. On the south here, Grenadiers versus the Echelons, who with M1 carbines will fall a bit short here versus the Grenadiers for their Kar 98Ks. The K standing for Kurz. Short. Sniper there gaining a nice hit there on the rifleman. Tech almost done there for Asiamint. Grenadiers grabbing the northern point. Lieutenant is looking to flank behind, hook around the Asiamint, perhaps hit the sniper. We got Telemonte on the road, but that's going to be spotted and ruined here by Deimos' Pathfinder moves. He's also likely going to need a medic bunker at a reasonable pace to heal up the sniper, so the sniper's going to be a lot less vulnerable to Pathfinders. For that matter, just getting flanked by a lieutenant. So nice play there by Deimos. Very nice. My apologies for the hiccups. Pioneers versus those vicious Pathfinders. Grenadiers charging in there, ready to save their comrades. In the south there, Grenadiers pushing back the Reasons again, and we got the M20 on the way there for Deimos. Likely to be used to counter the sniper, who's gonna have to stay very close to the base for the time being, though. Very, very low in health, otherwise, you know, single bypass there, or, you know, drive by an M20, or even, you know, Pathfinder squad moving up there could result in a brutal sniper loss there for Asiamint, which would certainly cost him quite dearly. More pioneers on the way there for Asiamint, likely to make a nice company without necessarily pulling back the other pioneers. He probably wants to keep them on the field as much as possible until he can, but he's going to need a medic bunker for the sniper here. Grenadiers almost done there, so triple Grenadiers still. No sign of the G43s as of yet, which is, I imagine, one reason you want to go for it. But obviously, he's clearly got a very, very late game intent, which is the Tiger Ace. I mean, he's pretty much just sort of signaling out to his opponent. He's going to go for the Tiger Ace. Grenadiers was the Pathfinders. We got the Pathfinder shots against the Grenadiers. In the south here, we got Rifle handing about. The skirmishing in, we got the M20 out for Deimos. Armoured skirts being added to sort of slightly toughen up their bit. We got beacons up here, like to sort of help spot for the sniper and whatnot, and also just give an idea what the Asiamint's up to. Going for the 2-2, they're very good. Sniper is hiding about here. No, not right in the base, just sort of slightly at the edge of it. There we go. He's not getting a medic bunker. I think, yeah, he's going to use the field first aid here on the sniper instead. But he's basically doing this to avoid, you know, his opponent rushing the M20 in the base looking for the sniper, then finding the sniper. So by keeping the sniper sort of here, they could have kept him maybe a bit further away over here. It basically prevents sort of a direct, you know, all-in rush there by Deimos taking out his sniper. So nice foresight there by him. Will Deimos be laying down any mines here, though, with the M20? That'd be very interesting to see, and certainly could prove to be very unpleasant there for Asiamint. Most players don't, but there's a subset of players who are very much keen on that. And we got the 2-2 moving forward here for the German army, the 111th Panther Brigade. They're likely to put an attachment since the Panther Brigades did not have any armoured reconnaissance, which is sort of kind of how they've organised, since they're not meant to fight Allied forces on the Western Front, but on the Soviets on the Eastern Front. And those regards, it was less about reconnaissance, more about charging in and filling them with lead and sort of forcing them back. Tell mines up there, very nice work there by Asiamint. Sniper, they're getting shot up by the sniper and the 2-2 here. Could see what they against Deimos, which would help a bit. In now, he's got minesweepers up on them. And we got Grenadiers here with the G44, the Gewehr 43, and there you go, Reactions wiped out. Bit of uncomfortable loss there for Deimos, means he's going to be a bit more vulnerable to mines until he replaces them, if he does. Grenadiers fighting around here, we've got a bit of skirmish around the cop on there. Grenadiers with the Lieutenant, we've got concussive grenades off here, stun hand grenades, which I guess it's just a grenade without the fragmentation speed, which is what the Stielhandgranate needed to, you know, have a bit more impact. Oh, it's just a concussive grenade, relying just on the sheer explosive force, which I guess is sort of what's supposed to represent there. Got the 2-2 with the M20 doing some damage. Sniper moving in there, 12 kills. Back here, nothing further going on. Gonna need to defend the fuel point in the east from the freedom hands of Deimos. And there you go, another concussive grenade there. Stuns the entire unit. Grenadiers are holding out. No rifle grenades or anything like that. Troops here reinforcing. Nothing going on there for Asiamint. No sign of stormtroopers either. At least not as of yet. We got a 50 caliber out here to help deal with the light vehicles and also the infantry there from Asiamint. Nice work there. Wide off the cover, nice work there by Deimos as well. Nice little play there. He's been moving around the 2-2 to look for spots where the 50 caliber can't cover against it, so you can sort of hit the units around there. Nice play there. But now we've got a Greyhound as well here for Deimos, and the 2nd Armoured Division bring in some more armoured reconnaissance to give those Nazis a good beating. Sniper having a away there, 15 kills, got a pack 4 on the way there to back up the 2-2 versus the armor, and right into the 50 caliber here, and they're thankfully not timed with armor piercing rounds, so he might have taken out the 2-2. Or, you know, the Greyhound does the job, that's also very possible. Ooh. Sniper, they could be in trouble as well. Almost got it. Grenadiers moving in, got the pack 40 there, arriving as well. Can he do the job? Can he do the deed? Medic bunker up there as well. Sniper probably hiding inside the bunker there. That's certainly one way of avoiding it. And the 2-2 also looks to be escaping here. Needs to get out of the line of fire here of the pack 40 before he loses the Greyhound. Oh, close one there, but Deimos actually manages it. daring raid here against Asiamint almost resulted in total disaster. Meanwhile, though, he's lost a Pathfinder squad here, so that's less good here for Deimos. Victory points wise, he's also falling behind Asiamint and probably needs to do something to stabilize things a bit more actively. Need to fix up that M20 there. Rivaling northwards, Pioneer sneaking about there in the rear. 2-2 further on, 20 falling back further. Pack 40 firing away. I imagine what he's trying to do is clear up here to remove the trees. Clearly, fields of fire, so it becomes easier for Asiamint to defend and harder for Deimos to creep up to hit that carve point. No sign of take up yet there. We got airdrop combat groups up for Deimos and the German army. On North Cornelius was the rifleman. And he's taking minor casualties. No additional G43s being out there for Asiamint. No sign of stormtroopers still. Or Panther are going to deal, although I think would benefit him nicely. Some paratroopers this going to help Deimos out quite nicely there. And the pack cards is also going to prove useful here versus Asiamint as well. This was the M20. Pathfinder's good to go. Greyhound being fixed up back there in the safety of Deimos' base. And there you go, we do get some stormtroopers out here hitting in the south there. Gonna go for the fuel point or the victory point there. Nice play. As Asiamint leads the main force towards Deimos' cut-off point there towards the southwest. Flamethrowers out. He's clearly not worried about Deimos having mined the map at all. I mean, again, most American players will generally not lay down any mines. Also worth noting he is yet to crew the pack howitzer. You probably should consider that as a priority to help deal with the Asiamint's infantry. And there you go, got the lieutenant to do it. Got the paratroopers moving up here, though, without any light machine gun like that. Oh, they might struggle a bit, but there you go, grenade off. Storms were taking minor losses. No MP40s out of there by Asiamint. Perhaps a bit of an oversight. 5th cover there being flanked with a 2-2. North here, Greyhound finding out the gun. Use the D43 is proving to be rather worthless against the Greyhound's armour. Pack counter firing away there. 0 kills and 0 damage so far, but that can quickly change. Greyhound needs to get out of there very fast before the Pack 40 friends take it up. Riflemen hit with Pathfinders moving up. They're going for the fuel point here in the south. Asiamint is dispatching forces to grab the fuel point away there from the Americans. As Deimos continues his assault. Pack Carter setting out here. Grabbing the fuel there. 5th car being hold 40 by Deimos. Pack Carter being northwards. Parrot was finding out it, but again, with that light machine guns might struggle a bit there with the German infantry not upgraded, at least if there's sufficient numbers being brought in. More sniper kills here. We got 19 kills, especially 2 Pack Carter firing away, hoping to snuff out some German lives. Greyhound there versus the 2-2 again, virtually 2 gain on the, well, actually close veteran 3 there. Ready, Pack Carter firing away. Not quite any hits there though. 5th car being flanked here by the Stormtroopers, adding G43s to them. That's an interesting choice there. Worth noting, of course, they get 4 G43s. I think, at least. Might one actually be just a car 90 other way though. Grabbing the 5th caliber there. Need to retreat the 5th caliber. Bit of a loss there to Deimos, losing a head caliber machine gun there to the Germans is not good when he's already struggling here versus Asiamint. 2-2 charging in there, getting right behind the M20 for some nasty hits there. Quickly popping up the crew though. And risk losing it, but can at least save the bazooka. Gets it, but if he can get rid of the 2-2-2, that's going to help a bit. Oh, it got abandoned. Oh, he destroys it. Not entirely sure that's by accident or on purpose. Pathfinders need to get away. Ground being repaired while grabbing it on the northern victory point. We got 494 with 247. Pack card being forced again. Ambulance falling a bit behind. Paratroopers still need reinforcement and some healing, and if possible, some light machine guns. Sniper there with 22 kills. We got Take Up there going straight for tier 4. Asiamint is a bold one, but then again he's managed to secure himself a pretty solid lead with this current set of tactics and strategies. So, I mean, it makes sense to just try and further push the edge as far as possible. Of course, it does leave an opening there for Deimos to possibly recover if he sort of realizes it. But again, fuel-wise, he has been struggling a bit this, so he may not actually be able to sufficiently punish Asiamint here for this move. There's an fire from the pack howitzer. Greyhound moving in. Rifleman paratroopers charging forts there. Pushing back the Germans. Almost getting the sniper there. Close one, but the 5th cover there pretty much just halts Deimos' assault there in its tracks. Lieutenant vehicle crew moving southwards. Pack howitzer firing away. 1 kill so far. Stormtrooper northwards the Greyhound. If you get close enough and maybe fire for canister shot, that could do some good work there. And we got here raid tactics. Neat. Allows vehicles to grab territories and allows infantry to see a bit further. But it doesn't allow the infantry to grab points fast. He might have misunderstood that part, or he doesn't care, who knows. But I just wanted to point that out for the viewers. Pathfinder's hit ace level, but they're actually being wiped out. He lacks firepower and numbers and whatnot. Stormtroopers are popping a smoke grenade to avoid the line of fire of the Greyhound. Very nice play there. Pack howitzer there with 1 kill still. Paratroopers were needing 1 more member to go. Almost got the southern fuel, but he's lost the northern fuel to the Germans. Heavy Panzer Corps as well there for Asiamint, and Deimos is very much short-handed. He's going for the company command post. He has to go for the captain. He has to go for anti-tank guns. Up north, they're still repairing the ground as he takes more points. Pathfinder's moving in. Here we got Pioneers on the flank. They could get taken out here. Pack out can far away there. Closing in the V2 though. Very slowly. Sniper moving up there. 27 kills. Close hit here. Up north we got the Greyhound. There was the Grenadier. Ace level gentleman there of the German army. Pathfinder's in from the northern fuel point here. Back here troops reinforcing. And we got the captain on the way there for Deimos and for Democracy. I was about to say Deutschland, which would have been a bit silly. Panzerfaust and the Greyhound there. V2 gain on the Greyhound as well. We got 3 kills there. In the south we got Rifleman there as the MG4D. And we got cluster bombs in there. Crashing through the sky. And wiping out the 5th caliber crew there. A bit of a loss there to Asiamint. And something here that Deimos could have a chance of recovering and turning against Asiamint once more. Could this be the start there of something? Of a return there. The troopers charging forward. Storms all taken out there by the pack howitzer. We got still 1 kill, but Veterans 1. They has managed to do some damage. There you go. Got 2 kills on it. Can he finish off the Pioneers? That might help out Deimos just a bit. Grabbing the 5th caliber in the south. Need to get the rifleman out of there before they get annihilated. And probably should retreat that one as well before the risk getting, say, wiped by a rifle grenade or something. Otherwise, nasty. North push here with the Grenadiers, backed up by Pack howitzer. Pack howitzer could stand, I think, to a bit further closer. We got an anti-tank on the way that's helped by time. This is the German tanks about to hit here. The heavy Panzer Corps is good to go. He could go for the Sturmpanzer, but if he's remotely worried about armor, he might just go for the Panther. He could just be going for the Panther all the way. Hello, my lieutenants. The Americans, they have no Panzers. Send in some Panzers. But couldn't we just get a Sturmpanzer? 9 gets a Panther. I like the Panther. And now Asiamint is going for half tracks. That's definitely not an expected move. Might be he's just feeling a bit overconfident, a bit cocky, or there's something. Oh, he cancels them. Guess could have been a misclick. Or just sort of a brain fart. Who knows? Truly one of the greatest mysteries of the 21st century. What the hell was he thinking with double half tracks? Ground points here, paratroopers moving westward. Still not upgrades for them. He's a bit short munition still. He can soon consider taking up for the Major. As for Asiamint, again, it's a bit unclear what he's playing at. At this point, Asiamint himself might even not even know. But is it that I'm playing at? Got the ground hitting with the Stormtroopers by the fuel point. Big push there by Asiamint into the south. We got Rough Court nearby, and we got here raid tactics once more being activated. Using it in part to contest the point there against the Stormtroopers. Pathfinder almost taking out the Pioneers. Bit of a blow there. Graham could take them out. Well, oh, there we go. Pioneers, white flamethrower tank bursting out, scorching the remaining Pioneer there. Going straight for the Pioneers, also blocking the point here. Pioneers could get wiped out here if Asiamint does not retreat. Still no sign of anything from the Heavy Panzer Corps. We got Paratroopers on the rear flank here. Might be looking to get behind the sniper and take him out. Up north here, Pioneers routed. Grabbing the munitions point back here using the Greyhound. And there goes Sniper routed here with the Paratroopers. Ace level sniper there. Lieutenant moving in there. Big push here, but Deimos, with the return of the 50 caliber, he does seem to have gained a bit more confidence back. And there you go, Asiamint hits the Panther button. Anti-tank and pack hearts are hiding back here. He's got the fuel though to get the Major, but it's going to take some time to get anything out of it. He'll probably going to need a Jackson tank destroyer. In particular, since he's actually taking this seriously, should be very much considering the possibility of a Tiger Ace. Still, managed to grab a fat chunk of the map there. Now it's Asiamint's time to be routed again without the 5th Cavalry actually lacks a machine gun, which makes it much easier for Deimos to attack him again. Pack cards are halfway to 52, 5th Cavalry covering up here. More echelons, probably for minesweepers, he's worried about mines. More pioneers for Asiamint. And the 1 11th Panther Brigade, we got the Grand Wing in there, 5 kills. Stormtrooper spotted, that's it, shooting at the beacon. Pack 40 though returns to the favour with a 75mm armor piercing round. And there you go. Panther out, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Fun fact about that hatch, but it took several minutes to open. And yeah, that was a pretty bad thing to be in, like, you know, really bad spot. On the other hand, though, usually most tank crews for the Germans would have driven with the hatch open anyway, so the commander had better view of the battlefield anyways. It was alone like they're really expecting close quarters combat, the hatch would have been closed. So, a little fun fact there. Up north, Greyhound here was the Grenadiers, Panther moving forwards. No pinlock machine gun quite ready yet, but it will be added. Directed here on the Stormtroopers. Also, additional fun fact about the Panther, it was actually only slightly more expensive than a Panther 4 to make. Charging in there with it aggressively, the Panther machine guns are reasonably good as an infantry. Fun fact, there we go. Exposed straight to the anti-tank gun, he clearly wasn't anticipating that. And of course, with the high rate of fire on the M1, you need to be careful. There we go. Already taking several hits to the rear there on the Panther. But Asiamint clearly does not give a rat's ass. He's exposing again there. He needs to be careful. I mean, one move here could be quite costly, but Asiamint seems to just have this utterly under control. He's drunk. He doesn't know what he's doing and he's just faking it. I'm not entirely sure here what Asiamint's plan is with this, except maybe just showing off like, look at me, I can drive a Panther through your base and you can't do anything, you stupid American. That might very well be the sort of overall game plan of that move by Asiamint, just taunting his opponent. In which case he's definitely playing a game most of us aren't playing. Panther charging forwards there, gunning away there with its numerous machine guns. You had the Pinamont machine, you had a coaxium machine, you had a hull machine gun for a total of 3 machine and Gewehren on the Panther. Panther in dining repairs. Paratroopers, Pathfinder moving forward back up with the Captain Pack House that was actually cleared out. Stormtroopers there with 5 kills so far as they keep blasting away at their armies. Panther moving ahead again. Pack House blasting away. Stormtroopers need to be careful. One good hit from the Pack House could prove to be quite. Holy smokes! He just crushed. He just crushed several units with the Panther. Heinz, I don't think that's how the Panther's supposed to be used. What is it gonna do? Bill me for the wash? I know troops have been forcing, but that was definitely bold there. He's just crushing the Americans. Literally. Troops are reinforcing, heading northwards there. Deimos found himself a bit on the defensive freshly here in the face of the Panzerkampfwagen 5. And of course, there's still the potential to have the Panther ramming soldier going for more pioneers, likely to assist with repairs. 445 is 147. Got the Major out there, and I imagine his follow-up is going to be the Jackson tank destroyer here versus the Panther and, you know, potential Tiger Ace. It must certainly at this point something really interesting is starting to figure into his plans and sort of is just going on in his head like, what about the Tiger Ace? Because while it is a rarity, I mean, it's still like, you sort of kind of know it's coming, you still got to sort of account for it. And particularly in some slightly, you know, awkward position, the Tiger Ace can prove to be very, very devastating. So he's going to have to be really ready there. The Tiger Ace could just completely break him. Stormtroopers doing like the Stormtroopers do best there. Veteran 2, 7 kills. Major quickly routed there by the Panther. We got the anti-tank moving up again. He's just charging into the base. He does not care. Shoots at the ambulance, misses. He just keeps driving. Ambulance desperately tries to escape. But like a victim in a slasher movie, there's no escape. Escaping the Panzerkampfwagen 5. 5. The new horror movie. See it in cinemas. Panther there, we got 11 kills on it. He's just really trying to crash stuff with it. Oh, the paratroopers trying to get it. Oh my goodness! He just crushed almost the entire paratrooper squad. He just made them into really screaming eagles. Well, how long they were able to scream before they got squished. Good lord. I don't think I've seen a Panther get that many just crash kills before. And with the lack of rifle because he went for Pathfinders, I mean, he can just keep driving around it. I think he's actually trying to run over his opponent's infantry with that Panther. Asiamint is just nuts. Well, he's seen something the rest of us haven't. The Event Horizon of Armor, apparently. Where are we going, Ludwig? We won't need Maschinengewehren. Please stop, Fritz. I can still hear the screaming. Well, get ready for a lot more. Don't worry. You'll soon learn to ignore it. Storms over as a rifleman. Not going to get the ram. There goes stun grenade off as well there. Oh, there's an incendiary grenade. Cheeky. Back here, reinforcement. Need to get the Panther out there before the anti-tank and do some nasty stuff to it. And the Packhouse does some nasty stuff to the Pioneers next to it. Got 12 kills in the Pathfinder. Stormtroopers going for the fuel pond. We got 135 as a 4 and 1. Still, he's managed to regain most of the map, but the Crusher here is proven to be a bit of a nuisance there because, again, Asiamint clearly knows something about Panthers that Deimos does not. And I think most of us don't, actually. Still, he could soon go for the Tiger Race, and there you go. Will he press the button? Will he call in the Tiger Race? One of Germany's finest heroes. Yep, he did it. Rolling forwards for the fatherland, Deutschland. Kind of wish that they'd gone for a slightly less tacky colour scheme for that one. Less yellow. I mean, if they had to go for something that, had to stand out, I mean, I suppose they could just gone for something like the old one from Company's One. I mean, that looked glorious, black finish, and nice big wings. But anyways, stylized Strikes Eagle, but you get the idea. That was cool. I don't know, it looks a bit off. Still hammering away. They got the anti-tank and they're penetrating the Tiger Ace's frontal armor. A lot of damage being done there as it hammers away with the armor piercing rounds of the H-rep rounds. Bazooka fires well there. Tiger Ace down to half health. Ace level there. We got the Panther moving up. We got the Jackson Warriors for Deimos as he now is fighting for his life against the might of the German army. The Ace. Hauptmann Vollmar. Tiger Ace blasting away Panther with the damage in. You got half HF-2 there. Tiger Ace taking heavy damage from the anti-tank and almost losing it here. Anti-tank and crew that taking nasty hits in return. Pioneers got to repair. They need to be careful with the pack house. They could theoretically wipe out the Pioneers next to, in which case Asiamint would be in a slightly awkward spot though. Still Tiger Ace blitzing away there at full speed. And we got the M36 action out here for Deimos. Tiger Ace rolling back there for most needed repairs. And while a Panther was only slightly more expensive than a Panther 4, the Tiger tank was several times more expensive. I think we're talking like 4 to 5 times. I think 4. I think it was the King Tower was like 5 times more expensive than the Panther 4. Maybe 5 times more expensive than the Panther. Anyways, fixing up there the Tiger tank. The Tiger Ace. And the tank being forwards. Ooh, close one there with the pack cards. The Pathfinder's cap moving in. The 5th card backing out there. About 336 versus 135. Deimos are stabilizing, but he is nonetheless facing off against a nasty commander who knows how to make use of German armor, which is usually one of the most dangerous kinds of German player. The guy who actually knows how to make use of this stuff. Oh dear. Better slow down there. Is he going to try and go here for an all-in? I'm not entirely sure that's the best time at the moment to do so. Almost got the anti-tank on there though. Tiger's running back. We got 11 kills on it. Oh dear, he's got him on his back foot here. He's got him pinned against the wall. Well, as much as you can, pin a Tiger Ace against the wall, which is not very well. Fixing up the Tiger Ace fast. Panther with a damaged engine still close to Destiny 2. Jackson running about there with his 90mm gun. Almost got that Tiger Ace fixed up. Fun fact about those interlocking road wheels, they gave it more stability when moving across terrain, you know, made a bit of moving across rough terrain, such there, but in the end it was a real bastard to maintain. Actually, they had to remove one set to, you know, touch the other, you know, road wheel, so little fun fact there. We're jumping up against the Grenadiers, pack cards are firing down. Tiger Ace moving again here for the German army, Panther next to be repaired here. Sniper hanging back there with 55 kills. That sniper's actually proven to be, you know, a lot better than it initially figured it would be. 56. I mean, really proven to be an absolute nightmare here for Deimos. And there you go. Exploiting here a bit of weakness in Deimos' lines. Just again charging straight through it. Realising that where he is and he isn't. Just going straight for it. Almost taking out the Jackson. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for the kill. There you go. Jackson tank destroyed down. Deimos is now a bit less well guarded, but the anti-tank is doing heavy damage to the Tiger Ace again. Main gun out, but he lacks sort of the reach to finish it. That's a bit the unfortunate situation for Deimos. He kind of just lacks the reach. Panther rolling forward, gunning down the Pathfinders there. We got 20 kills. I think he's going to try and crash them again. Ooh, this time the Deimos retreats in time. He seems to have perhaps learned a lesson or two against Asiamint and his, you know, Panther. Going up behind here. Firing the machine guns point blank here at the anti-tank gun. Looking to wipe out the crew. And up north, someone got wiped out. Parachuting losses, 50 cover got wiped out. No, that's the Pack Arch actor got taken out with the Grenadiers. 21 kills in the Panther. Tiger Ace with 13 kills. Again, he's crushing units for the Panther. 22 kills. He's blitzing. Tiger Ace firing away there. $14 kills. Panther firing with the machine gun up. 22 kills. Very close to 52 there on the Panther. Push for the center. We've got 296 for 135. Deimos is holding on, but it's starting to become more and more challenging as he's taking losses there, as Asiamint is just crashing in detail. Rafnet taking a devastating hit from the Tiger Ace. Panther up here as the Tiger Ace is drawing all the attention. Its bright yellow colours acting as a perfect piece of bait. As apparently the Americans can't resist bright colours. 25 kills in the Panther. 20 kills in the Tiger Ace. A last desperate charge here by Deimos. Probably yes, at least to say to Patton he did something before, you know, he had to retreat. Tiger Ace moving forward. Oh my goodness, 24 kills. 26, Panther moving up, engaging violently at the edge of the base. Pack out to Coronado, they've got 27 kills on that Tiger Ace. 28! And there you go, Deimos surrenders, his world shattered by the might of the German Panzerwaffe. A brutal slug out here at times on Faymonville Approach. Asiamint here displaying quite good knowledge there of elite troops and the Panther. I mean, he really knew how to crash stuff with it. I haven't seen someone consistently crash that much with a Panther ever. So, I mean, thumbs up there to Asiamint. Deimos, I think, struggled a bit there. His strategy, I think, ran into a few snags. He also could have tried laying down mines with his M20. That might also help him a bit later on. And at times I feel like he perhaps could have shifted a bit around there, but certainly it turned out to be a much more effective sniper than initially anticipated. Who knows, maybe she just committed to more M20s and just rushed down a bit hard with some deeper flanks. It's hard to say there. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell your friends, tell your family, but don't tell your enemies. And if you like what I do, you can donate, Patreon. Support the Propagandacast. Support the war effort. This is Imperial 18. Cheers. Thank you for watching. You all a wonderful audience. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.